amazing learners. Welcome back to the I Am Learning Hub, where we break math down into fun, bite-sized. Now, you've probably heard of the term direct proportion, but today we're here to look at the opposite. Yep, we're here to look at a concept called inverse proportion. Now, let's think about it this way. If it takes 6 men 10 hours to clear a field, how many hours would it take 8 men to clear the same field? Now, think about it for a second. 6 men cleared in 10 hours. That means 8 men will definitely clear it in less time because now there are more people working on the field. That means the work will move faster. And that's what we call inverse proportion. Inverse proportion generally means that when one value increases, the other one reduces. So as the number of men increase, the number of time it will take them to clear the field will reduce. Other examples are, the faster you drive, the quicker you would reach your destination, right? The bigger the hose, the faster the bucket will fill up. So as one value increases, the other value will reduce. Now let's take a look at some inverse proportion questions. Now, if 4 workers can build a wall in 12 days, how many days will it take 6 workers to do the same job working at the same speed? So that means 4 workers times 12 days should be equal to 6 workers times the number of days that it would take them to do the same work. 4 times 12 is 48, is equal to 6x. Now to find the value of x, I must divide both sides by 6. 6 will cross out 6. 6 will go in 48 8 times. So x is equal to 8. So that means that it would take 6 workers 8 days to build the same wall. Now let's look at another method of solving this same question. Now let's read this together. If more, less divides. If less, more divides. What does this mean? This means that if the answer we're looking for is more than the one that we currently know, then the smaller number is going to divide the bigger number. But if the value that we are looking for is less than what we currently know, then the bigger number is going to divide the smaller number. Now, 4 workers would take 12 days to build that wall. Definitely, if 6 workers are working on the same wall at the same speed, it will take them less time. So we're here. If less, more divides. So that means more, which is 6, is going to be dividing 4. So I'm going to have 4 over 6 times the number of days it took the 4 men to build, 12 over 1. Now let's work it out. Remember, simplify, then multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. You will arrive at 8 days. So whether you use this, which is the number of days times the hours they worked is equal to this and work it out, or you use if more, less divides, if less, more divides. You'll arrive at the exact same answer. Now let's try another question. A car takes 5 hours to travel from point A to point B at 60 kilometers per hour. Now, how long will it take to cover the same distance traveling at 75 kilometers per hour? Our first formula is that 5 times 60 should be equal to the hours we don't know times 75. So now let's work this out. 5 times 60 is 300, is equal to 75x. Now to find the value of x, we divide both sides by 75. This will cross out this. Now let's divide using 15. 15 in 75 is 5. 15 here is 20. 5 will go here 1 time, 5 will go here 4 times. That means my x is equal to 4. So it would take it 4 hours. Now let's look at the second method. If more, less divides. If less, more divides. Now let's look at this question to determine if the value we're looking for is more or less. Now a car, it would take it 5 hours to travel at 60 kilometers per hour. Now it is traveling at 75 kilometers per hour, meaning that it's going faster, right? Now the faster it goes, the less time it needs to reach its destination. So that means the value we're looking for is less. And if less, more divides. So more is going to divide less. So that means 60 over 75 times the value that we know, which is 5 hours. Now let's reduce. 15 will go here 4 times. 15 will go here 5 times. 5 will go here 1 time. 5 will go here 1 time. When we multiply, we have 4 hours. So whether you use this method, which is if more, less divides, if less, more divides, or you use 5 times 60 is equal to x times 75 and you work it out. Once you follow whatever method you want to use and you follow it carefully, you should arrive at the same answer. So now we're going to do one more question on the inverse proportion. 6 taps fill a tank in 10 hours. How long will 4 taps take to fill the same tank? Now let's look at this question and solve it using the first method, which is 6 times 10 is equal to 4 times x. X meaning that we don't know the number of hours it would take 4 taps to fill that tank. Now let's multiply. 60 is equal to 4x. To get the value of x, which is the number of hours it would take 4 taps to fill the tank, we divide both sides by 4. When we do that, x is equal to 15 hours. Now this is the first method. So if you follow this method, you will arrive at 15 hours. And it's that simple. Now let's try it using the second method. The second method is if more, less divides. If less, more divides. Meaning that 6 taps would fill it in 10 hours. Therefore, 4 taps, which is less, would take obviously more time to fill the tank. So we're looking for a value that is more than 10 hours. So if more, less divides. So less is going to divide more. So we're going to have 6 over 4 times 10. Now remember, simplify, then multiply. 2 will go in 4, 2 times, 2 will go here 5 times. 2 will go here 1 time, 2 will go here 3 times. 3 times 5 is 15 hours. So whether you use this or this, you should arrive at the exact same answer. And it's really that simple. That's all there is to inverse proportion.
I am learning with I Am Learning Hub.